This is how I think. This is how I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager. Look, you see the hands, but there's no mouth. There's no movement. There's nothing there, and that's me hitting the mic. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, clueless. I hope he stays.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
God, we finally made it to the pinnacle. How long you waited for the antidote? Salute me like a 5-star general. Now strike a pose for the camera, yo, and go left to right, left to right.
Hi all, welcome to Rant Football, your weekly show where we talk about the two clubs we love. Andrew with Manchester United and me with Chelsea. Obviously, we both played on Saturday, so this is quite easy to do on a Saturday. One of us is kind of happy, one of us is very stressed. But it's been a strange one. Andrew, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been alright. It's not been bad. It's it's better. It should be better, but it's not, unfortunately.
Well, I think we know what that's going to be about. People, if you're just wondering, I'm going to quickly go through the scorers and the games. So the first game of the day, what Andrew will be talking about is Leicester versus Manchester United. Manchester United's 30-game unbeaten run away from home is gone. It basically went with Man United going 1-0 up with Greenwood. Then Tielemans scored in the 31st minute. I can't say the guys, all the names. Is it Sancho or I don't know. Anyway, 78th minute. Vardy scored in the 83rd. Before Vardy scored though, Rashford actually scored to make it 2-2. Then Vardy scored straight from kickoff. What's embarrassing for Manchester United. And then, is it Decay? I don't know. I'm so bad. I don't like Leicester. That's why. I don't hide it, people. I don't like them. I think they're an arrogant team who show off too much. Anyway, they scored in injury time and won it 4-2. Now, Chelsea actually did win today on the skin of their teeth. Only 1-0 against Brentford. Ben Chilwell in injury time in the first half, 45th minute, another blinder goal. But we'll get into the Chelsea game in a minute. So, Andrew, what happened in the United game today? Because I literally only watched the second half and I thought United don't look like a team to me.
We had a good start. Completely had a good start. Greenwood took his goal well. That Tielemans, we've got to go and buy him with Pogba goals. We've got to, because the goal is good today. I don't care who your keeper is, how good your keeper could be the best keeper in the world. You have not got Tielemans' goal. It was an outstanding goal. I will tell you now, we've got beat today, but watch Match of the Day just for them goals, class goals.
How good was Ronaldo today? Did he look like he was up for it?
You know what? None of them did. We've gone backwards. We're not gone forward. And it's every time we attacked, we're missing someone up front again. But Ronaldo have to come out wide where he's used to playing anyway, but he came out wide when he should be staying up front because there's no one coming out on the wide position. Jordan Sancho was covering the middle. So we're getting our wingers and everything else all over the bleeding field. It was crap.
Fair enough.
They completely deserved to win.
Fair enough, mate. I'm just looking at the stats of this game. So possession was pretty close. You done them by 2%. You had 52%. Total. I'm not going to do total shots. I think that's a waste of time. Shots on target. They had 11. You had 6. How are Man United letting a team have 11 shots on target against them? It's quite scary. I know De Gea had a blinder in the second half. I'm not really going to go into any of the other stuff. It's the shots on target what shocks me. Now, De Gea made some absolutely spanking saves in that second half. And questions have to be asked. Obviously, like Chelsea, you've had a few defenders missing right now, haven't you? So it's not good because of international duty. And if you want to know what I think of international duty, people, go and check out Rant Sports, the podcast, where I also slag down and put Newcastle fans in their place about them not being a big club. Check out Rant Sports podcast on all good podcast apps. Search for it with the word Rant, and then sports is not got an S at the end, it's got a Z. So it's that simple. There's about 5 of us on there, including the Newcastle fan. And I just throw facts at them. But that's it on that. So, Andrew, let's get into it. Is it time for the man to go? Is it time for Ronaldo to leave?
It's time for Joker to leave.
And if you want to know who Joker is, guys, I coined it about 2 years ago, didn't I, Andrew? And it's grown around the world. I don't care what it was. I coined it 2 years ago. I called him a PE teacher and I called him Unagana jokester. Now, it's come a big thing the last year, and I'm sure someone's listened to the original Rant football stuff we used to do and say, that is a great name for the guy, and they stole it from me. Obviously, I used to call him hashtag PE teacher on Rant Sports. I took that back because I said it was insulting to PE teachers. I look at them now and I look at them players and I think, no, they've got no more respect for him. As a manager, I think as a man and as an ex-Man United player, they've got tons of respect for him. But as their manager, I just think they've turned off. I don't think they're interested anymore.
Listen, I think Chelsea went through at one time as well, where they weren't happy with the manager they had and it didn't play well. United are doing that for the past 3-4 seasons. It's just him. I've watched him. And you had their manager getting off the bench, shouting and bawling at that, Brendan Money shouting and bawling at their players. And he's just at the side gabbing to Michael Carrick, whispering in his ear, sweet love. How about if you give me a kiss after, Michael? Come on. It's a joke.
Yeah, well, I totally agree with that, mate. And I think, I'm sorry to say, I keep on saying it, people, I actually think Ronaldo coming in hasn't helped Solskjaer at all. I think Ronaldo is one of the biggest legends ever to play the game, and I think if he's saying stuff, what I think possibly is going on now, the players are more looking at Ronaldo and saying, yeah, you're right, and it's undermining Solskjaer.
Lost the changing room.
Yeah,
lost it.
I've been saying for ages, Man United have got a good squad, they've got the wrong manager, and it's going to cost them if they keep it. I'll tell you what, if he's still there by January, you won't. I'll be surprised if you get into the top 4 at that point.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I want people to look at it, even including you, Phil. I promise you now, if you look on Facebook, I was talking to Donnelly before, and I was saying, Ollie's got to go. And if we look, we will get knocked out of the Champions League. And we'll finish 8th in the league, and I put money on it. Newcastle will finish above us. That's how bad Manchester United.
I'm just looking. So if Spurs win, they can go above you. If Everton win, they can go above you. Right now, you're sitting 5th. Now, people, if you wonder why Andrew's getting stressed, we are 8 games in. Man United have won 4, but they've drawn 2 and lost 2. Then you put it relatively against, we'll say Liverpool for now, because we'll talk about Chelsea in a minute. Liverpool played 8, won 5, drawn 3. They're the only team undefeated this season.
And do you know what? Liverpool don't look that clever. But
well,
you know
they
what?
did today.
They're scraping the goals out.
No. They look very good today against Watford, but Watford looked like they shouldn't even be in the Premier League.
It's Watford playing a pub team, aren't they?
Yeah, they shouldn't be in the Premier League.
They could go do it against Chelsea or City.
Yeah, that's true. So, well, Chelsea, they still only drew with Chelsea. With Chelsea had 10 players for the whole second half.
Exactly. So that just proves a point.
And that was a great. No, but in all fairness, they did have a great game before the international break, didn't they? Against Man City. I think that was a draw. That was a really good game. That was. But yeah, so that's pretty much it with Man United. Andrew's upset. I agree with him. I don't see any change with Man United. They're going to win games still, and there's going to be some big games they win.
They won't.
They will win games, Andrew. They won't go the rest of the season with losing. They will beat the next 2 games.
We'll draw. I bet we draw about 10, 15 games this season. The team should be beating. We'll draw. And our next game's Liverpool.
Okay.
After that, we've got City. We'll get battered by them.
I could do with you drawing that game against Liverpool or winning. So, Ollie, I've got trust in you. Go on, Solskjaer. And just for you Man United fans out there, if you want my opinion on Solskjaer, even though you sort of alluded it now, at this precise moment, as a Chelsea fan, I hope he stays. Because if he stays, that's another team out of the way for Chelsea to try and win the title.
You know what? I don't know who would play, who would put on there. We've got 11 players there, and one thing else what really annoys me, if anyone says Matic is better than Van de Beek, go and eat apple pie.
I tell you what, Matic did have a blind shot. I tell you what, second half he was unlucky not to score a power blind, though, Matic.
He was, but do you know what? He's getting more fouls away.
Getting old.
In mind me of Jack Grealish, he wins fouls, Matic gives them away.
Fair enough. Right, guys, let's move on to the West London derby. Brentford, who's taken points off of, I believe, Liverpool, Man United this season already. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. I would relatively say Chelsea controlled the first half in that game. We did. Brentford did it at the post in the first half. Brentford fans, I'll give you that, and you'll get your plaudits in a minute. Chelsea seemed comfortable. Went 1-0 up Chilwell, and lovely little shot by Chilwell. No chance for the goalkeeper. We go into half-time. I'm not going to get too much into most of the game. So, second half, you would say up to the 60th minute, Chelsea are in control. Not having shots on target. And Lukaku, he's off his game again. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's not doing what he's meant to do. I'm hoping it's just a little blip. I think I knew he come back from an injury, of muscle thigh injury or something, so maybe that's playing up this week, and he rushed back in a bit quick. But we had to ship him off towards the end. But second half, after the 60th minute, it was all Brentford. I mean, they hit the post. We have had to clear a shot off the line. Mendy has made 2 or 3 world-class saves. Chelsea are holding on. But I see this as a different way. It wasn't pretty. But to win a league, it's very rare a team goes on and wins it pretty every game. These games are the games at the end of the season you look back at and think, we've won the league by 2 points. Brentford 1-0.
2 points by beating the team you could be beating.
Who we struggled in the last 20-30 minutes in, and we held on and got what I call a Jose 1-0 win. We dug in and we got the win. It wasn't pretty towards the end, but it's a win. But this is the bad thing about it. You want to hear it? Shots on target. Brentford 7, Chelsea 1 the whole game.
You're joking, man.
And that's the goal.
You had 1 shot our game.
Yeah. On target, total shots. Brentford had 17, Chelsea had 5. Chelsea weren't in the game today. And this always happens with, I think, the bigger clubs. All our players split. And this is not excuses. They all split to different countries to play for their country. And it gets on my nerves. So they come back. They haven't had enough time to train together. And Chelsea's defence today, there was no Rudiger, there was no Silva. We played, I'll tell you the Chelsea defence. This is ridiculous. We played Trevor Chalobah, Andres Christian and Manning Sarr. That defence between it, the average age is about, 20?
And I don't think they played a full game between them, aren't they?
Not all of them together, no. That is not a Chelsea defence. There was no Silva, no Rudiger out there. I mean, we couldn't put Cesar Azpilicueta back in the back three because Reece James is literally coming back from injury, so he only came on the last 5 minutes trying to feed him back in. But I will say one thing today. Until the last 30 minutes, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was absolutely brilliant. Bossing it, pushing the ball around, running with it. I love when he gets like that. Werner seems to be getting his confidence back. He may not be getting the shots, but he's running past players now with the ball, trying to get crosses in and that. And what can I say about Mendy? Czech chose this man when Lampard was in charge. And you've got to say today, Chelsea, arguably, it was a whole team effort, but Mendy got us over that line. So if it weren't for Mendy today, Chelsea got over that line. But I give all my plaudits to Brentford. I said to many people, Brentford ain't going to be easy for Chelsea on the weekend. They're not. They're sitting 7th, for God's sake. If Brentford won today...
I'm in the point teller. I bet they're not far behind Man United.
If Brentford won today, they would have been over Man United.
Yeah.
So there's no mugs. Let's look at their games. Played 8. They've won 3, drawn 3 and lost 2. They've only lost 2 this season out of them 8 games. They were the favourites to go down.
Listen, I said the other week, if you remember, it's going to be a tough game for Chelsea, and they're going to put a battle up there.
But I'm happy with the win. I'll say Newcastle climbed the table by not playing any games, or it was weird. But Newcastle. By the way, Andrew, I just want to say something. If Newcastle fans are watching this, because I need a good laugh, you're not going to get the world-class team you think next season. You might get 1, 2 good players in the next couple of years. You're going to have to go for average team players from like the Evertons, the Tottenhams and that first before the big boys come. And quite frankly, if it's me and I'm a big boy player around the world, let's say I'm Mbappe, I've got a choice between Real Madrid or Newcastle. I'm choosing Real Madrid. If I've got the choice between Chelsea and Newcastle right now, I'm choosing Chelsea. If I've got the choice between Man City and Newcastle, guess what the pattern is here, guys? I'm choosing City, Man City, Liverpool. And if Solskjaer goes, I would choose Manchester United. So,
well, before you're on about the big players going to Newcastle, well, I wish I could get the bags and pack them and get them shipped off. Lingard, Newcastle want him. Have him. I'll pack his bags first thing tomorrow morning.
He'll go
you
West
can have
Ham.
him. Martial, they want him. I'll pack your bags tonight and you can have him for nothing. You know what, about 3 or 4 United players? You know what? If the crap, take them.
Fair enough.
Take Phil Jones. I tell you what, you buy him to Martial, you get Phil Jones free.
Okay, guys. So eight games in, I'm happy. I'm seeing the point difference between Chelsea and Man United now is 5 points. And the goal difference is Chelsea 13, Man United 6. So you could say that's 6 points goal difference already now.
We're out the league.
I think I told you, didn't I? Though I said to you about Ronaldo. Ronaldo would put you in the title fight. He would. If Ronaldo joined Man City, he'd win the league. And that is down to two things. One, Man City squad I think is brilliant, but they haven't got a striker. And two, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he is a joke. And I hope Man United board don't sack him. I hope he stays another season and another season and another. It's like the Arsene Wenger effect. Remember when Arsenal fans went, we want Wenger out, and the rest of us were singing, we want you to stay, we want you to stay. Yeah. Well, it's the same again. Us fans of the other clubs, we want you to stay, Solskjaer. You've got our backing, mate.
Listen, Glaziers, I hope you watch this, but you never will do. You never watch this. You never will watch this. You don't know anything about United. But I'm begging you. I'm begging so much. Sell the club, get rid of Solskjaer,
they can't get rid
and
of
get the hell out of our club right now.
And that is a great way to end this episode, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Epic Shows and check out the Epic Florida project where me and Simon took all things Orlando inside and outside the parks. And I got the great news. It opens November the 8th and I'm flying out to Orlando December the 6th. Thank God I get my holidays.
He made it clear, ladies and gentlemen, and he's still all over Facebook and I want everybody to know about it.
Yep. And
by the way,
if you're watching people and you think you can rob my house, I don't live alone and the person I'm going with doesn't live with me. So there will be people here and a lovely, lovely dog who would welcome you if you tried. So don't worry about it. I can talk about it because my house is not empty and plus it's very securityed up with cameras and that because I don't trust Crawley. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching again. As I say, subscribe to Epic Shows, like this video, comment down below what you think about Man United and Solskjaer, comment about Brentford and Chelsea.
But before you go, I want you United fans to put in the comments who you think the next Manchester United manager should be when Solskjaer get the hell out of our club.
And he won't be going, thank God. And from Andrew and me, from me and
Andrew, I hope he does.
From me and Andrew, and I'm not going to do it like I've been doing the last few times. We'll see you.
And the thumbs up.
Yep. We'll see you on the next Rant Sports.
Hey, hello.